after doing some clearancing on, I don't even have it here on the bench, it's on the other bench, on the original motor cover, I ditched that thing and made this end cap out of a long servo arm. Hey guys, Thad and
Bryson
here from Iowa Budget RC Bashers, and so we're testing out the brushless motor here on the Radio Shack Frame Buggy, and
see it right in there.
yeah, you can see the red poking through and the new homemade motor mount and whatever else.
You can hear the ESC.
You can hear the fan on the ESC. So we're gonna see what this does here. That is full throttle on low. Let's switch this baby to high. That is going to be ridiculously fast. I think we'll only probably be able to drive this thing in low to control it. But, side note, I really like this controller. And this ESC works really, really well.
How come the
And
light right here isn't on?
because it's not on that setting. So you turn it to steering trim, steering dual rate, steering reverse, etc. And that's how you adjust it.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. We're moving along here, so now we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do for the servo. We're gonna get the ESC mounted. I gotta heat shrink these connectors still and run them through here, and then I'll bring you back. All right, Grayson, what you doing?
So my dad always has trouble taking the top of this double-sided tape off. So what I do is I take an X-Acto knife and I cut down the middle.
There's a hole right there. Remember that because of the hole that goes in the battery.
I lift up. Oh, I got in the hole.
Harder than it looks, isn't it there, bud?
And where the needle is right here.
I'm gonna use the old needle nose plier trick, huh? Might want to use the other needle nose because those don't quite squeeze all the way together at the tip. And why are we doing this?
So then we can put the speed controller right like that, and then the body, you cut a hole like that, so then it goes right like that.
Yep. Nailed it. Cut a slit in the middle. All right, you want to hold this and I'll position the ESC where I want it. We're live still. All right, so
I'm a pro.
here is where I'm going to put the ESC. And I'm trying to get it as centered as I can here between the rails. That should work. I think that'll hold it. It's not like it's gonna go anywhere. So then there was a little support right here that I took off. We'll put the capacitor there. I opened up the hole in the body here, and
Just a little one.
just a little bit, but the switch will fit up in here.
You did it with this file.
Yeah, I just filed it a little bit, but with the rubber on it, it kind of takes a little bit of work to get it up in there, but it holds it up in there pretty well. And then I'll put a piece of Gorilla Tape across it to hold it in there. So that will work for that, but the main thing we need to do is neatly route these motor wires so they are kind of tight up against the body or the chassis like that, and that will keep them out of the way. So I think actually what I'm going to do here is I'll have Grayson hold these like this, and I will put some tape over it or something like that. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do at this point. So we'll bring you back. Alright, so what we've done here is I got some Gorilla Tape holding the brushless motor wires down, and then we'll move them along here or wherever we need to keep them out of the way. Got double face tape holding the speed control in. Grayson got that all peeled off. We got the capacitor mounted here on the side. There's nothing in here that will interfere with that being there, so that's good. Now what I've done is, this is a longer roll pin, and it is put up into the hole for the servo arm screw or ball end or whatever, and then I ran a screw down into the roll pin to lock it in there, and then we used medium Star Bond CA glue and put a nice fat bead on there to hold that. And this isn't a high enough torque servo that I'm going to worry about it breaking. So now what we're doing is we've got Mama's little crafty hot glue gun over here heating up. Don't squeeze it yet, it's not ready. And we're going to glue this servo into place. There was a little lug here that I broke off because it was just going to be in the way of the boot on the front of the servo. And so yeah, we're moving along on this thing. Alright, Grayson, flip on the radio. Remove that. Alright, steer. Uh-oh, I forgot to screw in the servo. Epic failure, but hey, our steering works, so that's what we're going for. Alright, so we've got the body back on this beast. As you can see, the ESC is tucked up in there. You can kind of see the wiring, whatever, but it works. We got dual antennas whipping in the wind here. Got that one and that one. Let's turn the power switch on here. Turn the radio on. We're paired. I'm actually going to turn the steering rate down. Because that keeps happening if I go too far the one way. So it's not a bad fix, but that's one thing I have to do, is be able to pop that back. The servo goes too far and it sticks. And so I need to set that a little bit, but check this thing out. This is in high, of course, but look, watch those tires balloon. It is nuts. So I'm gonna fix that servo real quick here, and I'll bring it back and we'll see if it'll do a little burnout here on the floor. Okay, so what was happening is, right down in there, you can see where that little tiny bit of plastic is left. There was a L-shaped frame gusset kind of thing there for the original steering, and it was catching on the roll pin, which was making it stick in that position. And this is a low torque servo, so it couldn't overcome it. And so I removed that, and that should cure our problem. All right. So we're back with the frame buggy here. Got it on the floor, and this is the first time moving it around. Ooh, it's peppy. And I moved my steering too far again. Wow. This thing is awesome. Well, I've got to figure out what the steering arm that I made is sticking on. But, wow, holy cow, this thing is just wild. Yeah, this thing is awesome. All right, so I just put the transmission in high, and I haven't done anything in high except for run it here on the bench. So, holy cow. Wow. Holy cow. Uh-oh. Looks like we might have stripped high gear out. Well, I guess we'll see. Let's put it back into low. See what she does here. You know what? Low's gonna be plenty of power for this thing. And like I told Grayson, we can use high when we're out on the road and just kind of ease into it. But man, I couldn't have asked for this thing to turn out any better than what it did. This thing is just awesome. Has a great look to it. It's small. And that's my hand. So that tells you how small this thing is. Granted, I have big hands, but well, just for example, here it is next to the QD Midnight Pumpkin. So roughly the same scale, I guess, just on a smaller chassis, whatever. But man, we're gonna have fun with this thing. Thanks for watching this series, guys. It's been a ton of fun. I'm signing off for Grayson because he's in bed. You guys have a great day. This is Thad with Iowa Budget RC.